What's up, guys?
Make sure everything is right.
Yep. Again, the Brooke and Levi show. And this is the last week, hopefully, right?
Hopefully it's last week.
Oh,
We'll still be shooting these description videos.
Yeah, that's right.
But we'll be in the gym watching.
It's exciting. So, today we are in for a treat. It's going to be good. But our warm-up is another Tabata. Surprise, surprise. We're going to end up loving these things. Ooh, there is a wasp right there. Do you see that?
See it.
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna pretend like it's not there. Our Tabata has air squats, push-ups, sit-ups, and burpees. Oh, and stink bugs. Air squats, push-ups, sit-ups, and stink bugs. So, we are going to go over each of those movements. And Levi is going to demo. So for our air squat, our feet are just outside of our hips, and we're gonna make sure that our weight is on our heels. We're gonna shape back with our hips. Chest is gonna be upright, core is tight, and then pushing through our heels, standing up all the way. Hips and knees are at full extension. And we really wanna focus on getting as low as we can. Next is push-ups. So, where we all want to end up is doing strict push-ups. So we're in the plank position. He's going to lower himself down and then press all the way back up. Notice that his shoulders and his hips go down at the same time and they rise at the same time. A scaled version is going to your knees and you're doing the same thing. You're lowering yourself down, coming back up. This is really gonna focus on our core more. Or we can snake. So you can snake all the way down, chest touches the ground, and then snake all the way back up. Whatever your goal is, use that. If the knee push-ups are really difficult, do as many of those as you can and then go to snake ups. Okay, next is sit-ups. So we're in our butterfly stance, feet are together. He's gonna go down to the ground, shoulders touch the ground, hands touch behind, coming all the way back up, noticing that his shoulders break his hip crease. And then the last one is stink bugs, everybody's favorite. So his feet are gonna be out wide and his hands are gonna be just at his shoulder length. His hands are also closer to his feet than where he would be for his push-ups. He's gonna go down, touch his head in between his hands, and then press all the way back up, making sure that his shoulders are engaged and his core is tight. So we're gonna do 2 rounds of that, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Okay, now for the warm-up. For the core and for the one day, we have a 5 rounds for time. For the core, we have 10 air squats, 10 push-ups, 10 lunges, and 10 sit-ups, and you're gonna do that 5 times. And then for the one day WOD, we have 20 air squats, 20 burpees, 20 reverse lunges, and 20 sit-ups. So a lot of body weight movements, but this one is really good. So I'm gonna hand it over to Levi to go over some of these movements.
All right. So for the core workout, again, we've got 10 air squats. Covered air squats in the warm-up, so I'm not gonna go over that again. Same thing with push-ups. Just like Coach Brooke said, if you have something that challenges you, if you've been snaking up, try doing the flat plank knee push-ups. If you've been doing those, try to do your plank push-ups. Do as many of those as you can. When you can't anymore, drop back 1 step. But keep trying to progress. We want to get there. We want to get to that end goal. For lunges, let's cover those real quick. So for our lunge, we want our feet to be in that squat stance, so right outside of our hips. The reason for that is to have a good stable platform. If we're narrow and we reach straight out, everything's in line, it's not quite as stable. So that's why we want a wider stance. I want my leg to go straight forward, gently touching the back knee and coming back. Same thing on the other side, touching the knee and back. So for core, we've got forward stepping lunges just like that. I'll cover the back stepping lunges here in just a second. And then after that, you've got sit-ups. You've got 10 sit-ups, and we cover that in the workout of the warm-up as well. So that's your core workout. For your one-day workout, we start out with 20 air squats, which again we covered in the warm-up, and then 20 burpees, Cover those real quick. So our gold standard for burpees is standing fully up. Now you can have your legs spread or close together. It's more efficient to have your legs wider through this whole movement. It's less work. You don't have to stand all the way up. It's also quicker getting to the floor because I'm already closer to the floor than I was when I was standing with my feet narrow. But anyway, we start from a standing position. We go all the way to the floor, kicking our legs back, and then all the way back up and jumping with hands out overhead. So my feet go back together, they come back to that standing position together, and then we just stand all the way up and jump. So that's the gold standard, that's where we want to try to get to. If you're not quite there yet, that's fine. What we'll do is from that standing position is we'll put our hands down and step back, gently lower ourselves to the ground, and then reverse that, stepping back up, still standing all the way, hips extended, and jumping, clapping overhead. So that is the burping. Then we have the reverse lunges. Now reverse lunges take a little more, depending on where you're doing this, doing it on concrete, you got an ab mat, or if you got a yoga mat like this, just be careful with what you're doing. Don't accidentally step on it and push it backwards and fall. But same thing applies. We want that same squat stance. All we're gonna do is initiate back, straight back with one foot, touch that knee, and then step back up. Same thing on the other side, back, touch the knee, and stand up. So alternate those back and forth. Make sure you're keeping the chest up, keep everything upright, don't be leaning forward in that movement. And then the last you have is 20 sit-ups. And again, we covered that in the warm-up. Make sure that you are touching your shoulders and coming all the way back past your hips. So the good reps. Make sure the good reps. But that's it. You got 5 rounds. It's a burner, and just push through it. It's all body weight stuff. Yep. Keep moving, find you a pace, stick with it, and go. All right. Again, let us know if you have any questions. Have fun.